Hmm. It diverts off into the lungs and off into the stomach. So there is one pipe, but two places that it can go. You choke when it tries to go in your lungs, or it's stuck. Yeah, man. Smart ass. I always gotta be serious about shit. She's too dumb to breathe.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. This This is the crew list of the Sea. This log Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Think she'd get pissed. Gotta add that to my documents. No. Seriously? Hmm. Can I look at that book again? No? Well, I guess I have a recording of it. I really want to go back and mess around with it. I was first... well, that may still be in here somewhere. Let's take a look. Where else would it be? No. Here, maybe? No. Thought it would totally be in documents. Why the stream crash? Coolness crashes streams? Oh dear. I think it's just late. Around this time, my internet likes to like reset or get weird for a minute. Thing is Wi-Fi didn't go down, so I don't know if it was if PlayStation just booted me out or what. So some reason that happens. Okay, wanted to look at this.
Hammerfest.
Hammerfest. Hammerfest in Dundee. Okay. That's on the way. The only thing I could think of is that maybe they rescued his father, or he changed ships. Ugh. I need to shave the face. So with that, I need to go to the log. And talk to people. So if that disguises is what that little icon is. Cool crashing.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him. Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay. Okay. She's still over there?
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
What do I do here? Find a use. Guess that I'll maybe play into later. Let me see what the pacing is on here. I guess I'll go to Scotland Yard next. Ah. Let's see if that worked as redirecting me. That's savvy enough. We'll see. If it is, that's cool. I will be impressed if you can change your yeah. Good job, guys.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
The
Yes.
gardener.
He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking. These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Interesting. So now they're gonna have me go test out these other boots to gain more information. And then back to my place. (211) Baker Street. And possibly, maybe even, could be,
These boots match the footprints exactly.
could be hired by her. More likely him, but could maybe be a, what do you call it? Baker Street, 211 Baker Street. She could be a lover. She didn't seem like the sort to do that, though. Her marriage was stressed, though. The idea would be killed because he owed money, killed because he's trying to get rid of him to be with the wife. But that'd be...
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So blue, question mark, so basically it can either be blue or a green or a transparent in the question mark.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Hmm.
First condition, All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent
Okay,
should be the
different
third
than I
one
thought I
in
was.
the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Blue, blue, orange, transparent orange, transparent green? No, that won't work. So every time you put a blue, there's going to be a orange after it. See, the thing is how does that sit then?
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So it's 2. Okay, I see with that picture what they're trying to suggest. So if I did, let's start with just blue there, so then orange would be here, transparent would be there. So blue, green, blue, orange, transparent, orange, transparent. Is that correct? Looks to be right. My brain's saying yes. Blue.
Done. Now I can proceed further. Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
So what did this remove? Ink? And we are
I did as
hoping...
you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
I should have wrote those down, huh? Hmm. Put these... Hmm. Seriously? Huh. Whoa. Hmm. That's weird. I don't get that. Why that didn't work. Guess there may be just something else in between those. Because Hurtley's letter and his footprints kind of connect together a little bit. More so, the letter seems connected to the missing tin box, because the letter sounds like hid them well. So I'm assuming whatever was hidden was in the box. Ah. No gardener and footprints are more so though. A connection as well. Go talk to her. I think I'm gonna try to end the stream though here soon. This is intriguing, but I'm getting a little restless.
Who could do such a thing? Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Won't let me talk to her about it, huh? Okay. Let's go to... That's odd. I don't know why they already leave it open to the idea that she may not be telling the truth. They didn't bring that up. I don't know why they're gonna just... connect those.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Hmm.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Oh.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
That's good that I can actually do that again.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Oh, scar. Crust on it. Crust teat. What is teat? Wonder. Heard that before.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Okay. Let's take a quick break real quick here. There we go. Okay.
Locked. Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
That was a weird reaction.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Box in a box. Not really clever enough. Loose floorboard.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh, okay.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
That's what I thought with that. That letter is kind of weird, because that's like a... Hey, be upset and kill my husband kind of letter. Thing is if they were in there, then that means CP would have known. Or had the letters. Former soldiers, huh? Wonder if this ever like extends, like where you can do more.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Sailors, huh? Let me see here. Currently, right now, I'd say it's not the gardener, it's not the kid. My bet is someone from his ship. Let's see here. Hmm. would assume this is going to be missing box. Missing box. No. No? What? Seriously? So it's just going to be... It's going to be... those two then. Wish they maybe would bridge some of these together a little bit. Like, just to show the, when stuff is being used to link other stuff. Because now the missing box is, missing tin is kind of moot, maybe. But maybe that's not the tin. Maybe that's just a box of letters. Maybe that's a diversion from the real of the something else. This is true. The only way I could really tell. Can I pick you up? No. So what I would do is pick up that box and actually try to set it in the print of that box there and see if it's the same box. Let's see if I can't question him a little bit more with that new information. If not, then I'll just spend to see if we can deal with
I wonder
Wiggins.
if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
I'm not saying another word.
What am I doing here? I've done...
Okay. And no playing it off, playing off of the other person, I guess. Taking a moment to comb my hair. Knocking the mic around. Okay. Continue.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
The harpoon guy is interesting, more interesting, because PC and he's a harpooner.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
Let's see how those guys, any of those other guys are interesting. The only person that's interesting to me currently is, oh, wow, these two. It's him
This is interesting. Let
and
us
him.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Yep. Good job.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Hmm. Odd. Let's see if it'll let me have them now that I have that on. Okay. Can't wear them with that. That makes sense. It'd be like Ahab. Like this one.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he
Recognizes what? I recognize his
Good
pouch.
gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Just so these guys would focus. Full beard. Full beard. Shave, shave. Ah, scruff.
Hello
That's a good
there.
one, too.
Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
Well, you've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Okay. I don't know about this. Seems to be a point where it's like weird. It's not really giving me enough biofeedback to know what the crap's going on. I would want it to be that when he struggles and he pushes, what I do is after that, if I have enough stamina, I can push him after he's fought. Then he goes into more of a relaxed thing. So we're at this point, then he'll push a little bit. I fight a little bit. Go back into relax, and then I push even more. Okay, yeah. Bam!
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
I'm ready to try again.
Oh
Fine.
gosh.
If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Okay. Last time, I think. I don't know if this does anything. Let's go all the way down. Let's keep back up. Hold it, hold it. Boom, 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 boom. Hold. Back. Wait. Bam, son.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger, we sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Let's do this real quick. Yeah. Scurvy? Ah, tattoo.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
So he was rescued. The kid's dead.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this will stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Here it is.
Ah, heavy smoker with yellow fingernails. Good job. Okay, so not disease, smoking. I'll have to add that one to my list.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Care to lose another 10 shillings?
Awesome that he brings up Moby Dick. The Pequod. Seems like I would go into the other thing. I don't know. Where do I want to go now? I guess back to Baker Street. Change out of my costume. Oh.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Maybe. He was definitely at the scene of the crime. The other harpooner died. Not sure if that was recently or not. In the meantime. So, I could see maybe this guy killing the harpooner and Peter to get to the box. See, thinks it's valuable and takes the box. Thing is the box contains money, obviously, from money or wealth from these guys. What's his name? John Nelligan? John Milligan's father's box. So the tin box. So I was right. It's not the same box that was with the letters were in. They should have let me pick up the box and measure the size. That would have been cool. I don't know why they didn't do that. Okay. So what am I doing now? Is it just set up where I get to choose who to accuse? Okay, it is. Okay. So this is the main evidence right here. Here's my fulcrum. Because what will happen is whoever has the rest of this is most likely my culprit. Because technically right now they've set it up where let's see here. The sailor, the harpoonist, could have done it. He seems more likely just because he's a harpoonist and was killed by a harpoon. Seems like the not the most smartest thing to do. He knew about the tin box, which links him more yet again to it. Thing is the knife. Why would he have the knife out? Because he was scared. He was threatened. Says the person had to act quick. So I don't know where the gear is supposed to be connected to. Guess to Scotland Yard. See if I could go back to the scene. The crime and try to mess with something. So when I select these, does it make it my main flow? Ah.
I'm not sick.
What am I doing here?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Getting closer. The thing is there's from the evidence, there's only one person that would mess with that box off the shelf. And that's the harpoonist. And the murder weapon is a harpoon. So all signs point to him. Apparently. And he left something at the between the crime. I don't know if he was there drinking with the captain, but the thing is the kid's connected to it. Why would the kid be there? The kid find out. It's still up in the air. It's back to this way? Anything else I can think of is,
Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum, a sailor's drink. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
it's lame that they don't let me access that again.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
I see how it's connected, but I don't know how to... use the gear. Box. Hmm.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Eight, 5, 8, 2. Eight, 5, 3, 5, 3. Yeah. CP. Railway.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however. These are the suspect's belongings. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
True. Not what I think, though. Why did they get rid of the other stuff? Is there a way for me to... How do I change? So this through line would connect to there, saying that he was guilty, right? So they're doing the kind of the circle thing here. This would be this stuff would be involved in this stuff a little bit. Not the guilty thing. We're gonna be crossing here. It'd be outside of it. Circle. This would be a circle. These three circles be interconnected to each other. Boom, boom, boom. So I guess, yeah, we're just doing it through lines. It's a little bit easier to dynamically show quickly. What else? The only issue is that he took the 10. Why did he take the 10? There's no more evidence that I know of where it'd be to draw any more conclusions.
I'm not saying...
So it's left in the air. I have to choose, I guess, now. Currently, there's more evidence for him. The thing is like he was saying, I say that self-defense was more likely what happened. Seemed like a good guy. He was hanging out with me, and he may have lied about that situation. Oh, who do I talk to? Oh, sweet. The sailor, maybe. The kid? Who do I talk to? Dialogue with who?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Yes.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
He could not find them there. Oh dear. So it seems like what happened is no more clues. It's lame that they didn't give me any clues. The thing is my only issue with the whole situation is there is a knife involved. It's tricky. If he's holding onto a knife and he's drunk, 2 glasses, maybe they're sitting having a conversation, hanging out. They're fine at the beginning. They're getting drunk together, hanging out. Either one of them could got belligerent. The likelihood that Peter got belligerent is higher because he's known for it. So Black Peter pulls out a knife. What is the harpoonist guy's name? Patrick grabs the harpoon and chucks it at him, pinning him to the wall or rams it into him. Most likely chucks it because that's what he does for a living, and also because the knife was found on the ground near Peter's body. So it falling from there after defending himself, that's fine. The only issue is he goes ahead and takes the money. Thing is if I could find that, if I could find the whereabouts of the tin and the rest of the certificates, then I would be able to kind of get a better idea of what's going on with this. So certificates, tin. I don't know if it's set up to where I'm like dead end and just have to guess. Currently in my mind, the likelihood of what happened just because there's alcohol and a knife involved is that Patrick defended himself, but he did take the money with him. Which flip-flops that. Did he come in and steal the money? And the knife was a means of Peter defending himself instead of Patrick defending himself. What the? There's not enough evidence to push it one way or the other. What would do that? What would do that? What is the... Obviously, he did it. I know that he did it. He committed the murder. But I don't know if it was in self-defense or on purpose. So there's more connections. Boop, 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 boop. These ones are here I thought I lost. Because I didn't activate them, those two. Didn't know I was supposed to cement them. Where would I find? This other evidence.
I'm not saying...
What am I doing here?
Feel that it would have been self-defense. More so if he didn't decide to steal the bonds. That's what appears to have happened, that he knew about them and he took them. They both got into a fight for sure. was not premeditated. It was sitting, drinking, premeditated. No, it couldn't be premeditated. No way. He pulled a harpoon, most likely. Used a harpoon, most likely from the room itself. 2 drinks. He was sitting down, actually fine at the very beginning there. They were hanging out. Something changed. One of them did something. Brought up thing. Maybe he saw the box and said something about it. I could see Patrick trying to blackmail, but not there to kill. There to get a share of something, to get a portion of it. So I'm gonna say he's absolved.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't ya?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver.
Yeah.
I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug.
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
Telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventral. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Good, cool.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Press to check your conclusion. May spoil game experience? What? Choose another ending. Oh, accept decision? So you can go in and watch. You can go in and watch them all before choosing what you want to do. Hmm. May spoil the gaming experience. How would it spoil the gaming experience to know if you got it right or not? Is there like an overreaching thing? Screw it. I'm curious. They don't tell me, though, the moral choice. They don't tell me which direction. They tell me that it's spot on or not. Who did it? It had to be him. There's too much evidence against him doing it. Choose another ending? No. Well, there's... Accept. The save file for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another wrong choice. Fine with what I did. Yes. Your rank, personality rank. Why would they do that? That's weird. The evidence pointed to all that. That's not sympathizing. That's just facts. Whatever. 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 Alright. That was cool. I enjoyed that thoroughly. That's... I don't know how many of these they're gonna have, but...
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr.
Nice.
Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Okay, can I... How do I save? Let's just test it out. And then I'll hop back in real quick, just to check on my save. then we'll call the stream. Yeah, that first mission was worth... how much would that first mission feel like for being worth? Hypothetically. The breadth of it, not so much, maybe $2. The content of the expansion, that I inflated it by me just trying to piece it together in my head, pushed it around like 5. So, this was on sale. Got it for like 7 something, so it's doing its... Okay. So then I can really go back and replay. Oh, that's gonna be the continue stuff. Okay, cool. Alright, well, that's my stream for today, tonight. Depending on whenever you're seeing this. Stay fluid, my free-flowing fractals.